stuck around for this story. I am going to be 50 years old next month. And my point is, I have never been able to pay the bills doing something that I love. But I've always been able to pay the bills doing things that I hate. And, right, so I think more people can identify with that than very rarely do people get to do things that they love. But anyway, I wanted to talk about one of my most hated jobs in particular. So to do that, we're going to go back to the late 1990s. Back before you had apps like Hinge or Grindr or whatever they are. I don't know. I've been married a long time. But I know there are apps. But even before the apps, there were websites that you could go to. There was Plenty of Fish, Matchmaker.com, eHarmony, if you remember those creepy ass commercials. But even before that, they had actual dating services that you could sign up for. And you would get what was called a single profile form in the mail, and you'd fill it out, and it would basically just be like, are you sad and lonely and drinking wine and preparing to open your veins in a hot bath? Well, give us a call. Well, actually, I would call you. That was my job. I took those single profile forms, and I would say, hi, this is Caroline. Are you sad? Are you lonely? Do you want to come in? We can talk about this. And that was the bait and switch, because I would get them to come in, and then a salesperson would descend on them, and the salespeople were always very slim and looked like models, very demure, very not me. But anyway, I worked this job for like 2 years, and I knew that I kind of felt like I was leading the lambs to slaughter, because people would come in, they would just dump thousands of dollars on these dating services and be guaranteed nothing. Not a thing, not a date, not a fuck you, nothing. So I worked there for about 2 years, but one of the worst things about the job was the owners, Gene and Linda Hathaway. It was a franchise, so Gene and Linda Hathaway owned it, and Gene was responsible of the telemarketers. So he would give us these Glengarry, Glen Ross type sales meetings, and he was so inappropriate and so disgusting. And he would say things like, one time he's given us a sales pitch about how we need to be, getting these people to come in to buy this service. And he was like, it reminds me of the first time I had sex. And I was like, where are you going with this, Gene? And he was like, you know how they all are like, no, I don't want to, and I don't want to, but they really want it. To a room full of girls, he said this, yes. So I can't tell the whole story because I only have 47 seconds left. But there were enough people that we got together and we said, you know what? We're going to sue Gene Hathaway. Yes, we are going to sue him for sexual harassment. And the day that we were going to meet was on a Tuesday in September 2001.
Oh, damn. No. Damn.
So we did not end up suing Gene Hathaway because it was, of course, September 11th was the day that we were supposed to meet.
Whoa.
And that put some things in perspective. And a few years ago, I found out he died.
Damn.
a pillar of his community. And that's all I have to say about that.